Good day, Mr. Christian. I'm Maria Shekel Escortil and I'm from 12 News 4. And this is our editorial essay presentation of public poverty. So as we all know, poverty has been persistent in our country and every other countries. But us Filipinos, we all know na yung poverty is always there, never ended, hindi siya nawawala. Talagang nandiyan lang siya. Kahit na sino ang maupong presidente or sinong mamuno, is poverty will always stay. The reason is, marami namang rason. One of the reason nun is underemployment and unemployment, job mismatch, and corruption. Corruption is also plays a really crucial role in sa kahirapan na naranasan ng mga Pilipino. Ang kahirapan sa Philippines, sobrang daming tao lang naiapektuhan nito. Sabi nga sa PSA o Philippine Statistics Authority, yung poverty rate daw ng 2021 is nasa 18.1%. Pero kung ito is i-translate mo into numbers or into amount, it will be 19.9 million of families ang nakakaranas ng poverty, which is so big. So, if you would look poverty in sociological lenses, ang sociology is pinag-aaralan yung isang socials, kung paano nag-work, paano nag-communicate, paano nagiging buo ang isang community. No? So, ang malaki ang role ng sociology sa poverty kasi nag-give nila yung mga dapat na malaman ng mga tao, including yung paano nila mariresolba yung sociology. So, gamit ang poverty, pwede kasi nating ma-help yung isang community na malaman kung paano nila mapapalago o mapapa-empower yung kanilang community. So, gamit ang sociological lenses, ito essential to para makapag-focus sa pagpapalakas or empowering the community gamit ang education, skills training, or yung mga easy access social services, yung mga kumbaga mga services na hindi na pa kailangan papilahin o papuntahin kung saan-saan ng mas malalayo pa para lang makakuha ng tulong na sapat o kailangan ng isang tao. Insight naman ng anthropology sa poverty, anthropology is a study of human. So, yung anthropology, they provides a deeper understanding of poverty, na-examine yung cultural beliefs and practices na nag-shape sa isang tao kung paano ba nagkakaroon nung brutal cycle in life. So one of them is pakikisama and yung utang na loob. As Filipinos, we believe na ang utang na loob at pakikisama isang dalawang importanteng bagay para maging isang katiwa-tiwalang tao at dapat na matulungan o deserve na matulungan. No? Kapag ang isang tao ay marunong makisama, of course, a lot of people will definitely help you, knowing that you're easy to get along, knowing that you can help, knowing that you could, someone that they could trust to. So, yung utang na loob naman is para to dun sa taong natulungan. As people, we must tend to look out for the people who help us when in time of needs. Nung tayo'y nangailangan, dapat nating aminin sa sarili natin na kinailangan natin ang tulong ng ibang tao in order for us na makalabas sa ganoong sitwasyon. Isa pa sa mga dahilan kung ba't nagkakaroon ng poverty is yung cultural attitudes. Why? Kasi sa ibang lugar, sa mga rural areas like provinces nga, is pinagtatrabaho nila yung mga bata. This is called child labor. Ito is dahil na rin para makatulong sa pamilya o para na rin para sa pangsariling pangangailangan. Another thing is yung pagtingin ng mga negosyante sa mga babae o mga kababaihan na mababa lamang ang kanilang kakayanan na magtrabaho, kung kaya yung salary nila is cutted off or mas mababa other than men because they believe that women are way more feminine that cannot do hard works or cannot do hard jobs because of something na naiisip nila na babae lang to, it cannot work this kind of thing. While the insight of political science in poverty, they believe na the poverty can be prevented or pwedeng malesen or pwedeng mag-stop using having a good governance. Also, the policy making dapat mas maging maproseso, mas maging maingat, mas maging maayos. At dapat yung mga government natin is maging accountability sila. Dapat topmost accountability sila for everything that's happening sa mga nangyayari or sa mga nangyayari sa mga tao, mga mamamayan na nakapalibot sa kanilang komunidad o sa isang bansa. So, in conclusion, the poverty in the Philippines is a really complex issue that requires a multidisciplinary approach to address effectively. Sa pag-intindi ng social, cultural, and political aspects is pwede nating ma-develop yung holistical solution or yung pangkabuuang solusyon para mas mapalakas natin ang isang community at makapag-promote tayo ng mas maayos o mas magandang pag-develop ng mga tao at ng ating lugar. So, one of the recommendation is that we must invest in education and healthcare, promote livelihood programs, strengthen the governance and accountability, and of course, to foster community empowerment, and yung pagpo-promote ng inclusive development sa ating